These chickens are hungry. I better get them some food. I gotta walk around the premises. Myrcianthes pungens. It likes good drainage. Can take the cold. Makes interesting fruit. I had that planted out in the yard and it got too wet and died back. Look at them chickens digging up them holes. It's kind of doing a good job there. Appreciate that, guys. Y'all just sit tight, relax. How's everybody doing today? Hey, hey, buddy. Hadn't seen you for a while. Hey, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing over there, Fred? Dead yet? Nope. Good. Chickens over here got to get fed. Yeah, what up, Abel? Looks like an ant bit me the other day. Pretty good. I got a double bite. It's festered up kind of nice. Look at this ground here. We put in a rock pathway because it gets real wet here. What up, William? This is a nice, we had some leftover crushed concrete and that ended up being on our pathway. There were several bags here and Frank, what up? Look at that lizard hauling it. Ooh, lizard stole the feed. Look at that beast. He's like on the move. That's like American gladiator lizard. Let's go ahead and get a scoop of feed. We're feeding them on this Do More non-GMO. It's not organic, but at least it's not genetically mummified. Let's walk over this way, kick the ball. You hear the chickens make that noise? This one makes a great noise. Listen. Watch and listen to this noise. Listen, listen. Shh. I love it. I love that bird just for that fact that he makes that noise. That. Y'all want a little food over here? A little scratch to get you? Go ahead. They've got food. How you guys doing? You want a little choo-choo? There you go. Go ahead. What about you guys? Hungry? Oh, look at this dog come running. Look at these guys. Look at these. Look at these. Don't you like to put your poopies right here? There you go. There you go. These are the civilized chickens. And that's an uncivilized chicken. You don't belong here. Is she allowed in? Yep. See, we don't let your kind in. We don't take kindly to strangers around here. She's slowly making her way in there. She's very persistent. She knows how to like get behind someone and just blend in. She's not part of that crew. Look at her. She's like, well, if I stand behind this one, I won't get pecked by this one. It's gonna take her a minute to be accepted by this gang. Total outsider. Anyhow, good luck. Good luck, buddy. Some rough chickens you're trying to assimilate with there, buddy. Clark's been going through these trees, my special trees, and repotting them. And we made some progress the other day. Let's go take a look and see if there's any magical looking foliage. And we'll just do the general walkthrough that we normally do. Let's take a look over here. This is that tree. This is a tree that I don't know exactly what it is. It just looks kind of pretty, and I pulled it aside. So that's that. Yeah, look at the variegation on this variegated lemon drop. Is holding on, y'all. It's still got variegation. Pretty good. This is the Grimmel Anomaly Hybrid, one of them. There's two of them that I have. And I like its foliage. It's kind of fuzzy. Dark green, soft. It's got that cool hole that came somehow. I don't even know that happened. It must have broken and stayed healed, isn't it? The Plinia clausa grafted onto Edulus. It doesn't look so happy. It's not dead, but it sure as hell ain't growing. And it had scale all over it. I just fed it. Sometimes those just die out of nowhere. Maybe that'll just die as an experiment. Watermelon, Java de Cabo pushing a lot of growth. Nice fuzzy. Everyone likes the fuzz on that tree. This was an interesting tree. Okay, this one right here is somewhere between, okay, it came from a batch of Coronata Hestinga that also was around some Otto Anderson and ESCLQ Fatrantha. It just looks somewhere in between. The color of the foliage, the shine to it. I put it in this nice red pot. I don't know what that's made of, like fiberglass. But look at this new growth on it. It just doesn't, it's not like anything I've quite seen. So this is one that got pulled aside for looking too cool for school. I just like the shine on the growth and like the way it's somewhere. It doesn't look quite like anything I've seen, and definitely the bark is cool. What are you doing over here? I like the bark on it. So that's one I pulled aside for further evaluation. They want to eat these berries. Here you go, buddy. You're the one with the one eye. Ugh, I got the water running in the greenhouse. I gotta go turn that off. He fed her. His eyeball's coming back. I see it in there. Let's take a look at what Clark did over here. Looks really good. Looks like he did some good work. Some soil mix, some trays planted out. These are some of the special plants here. Look at these. Special. Not really for sale or anything. This is just a Grimmel seedling right there. But then you have some that are possible Grimmel hybrids between the Sabra and the Grimmel. That's a pawpaw. Pawpaw. Persimmon. Persimmon. Look at these. I always thought those looked like a jabbo. I just want to get a picture of this. I don't see it. Oh, wait. I think I saw it. He's all quiet up. He's cheesing up now. You're all loud before. I walked all the way over here to get a view of what was making that noise. I'm sure it's a hawk, but I'd like to see it. Okay, I hear it. Watch it come out of the tree and attack me. Is this a Class A felony, disturbing birds of prey on camera? All right, I'm done. I just wanted to get a picture of it, bro. Don't report me, bro. Don't chase me, bro. I couldn't even see it. These things are beautifully camouflaged. Anyhow, this is a little wooded area. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Fudge, it's big. It's coming to my house. No. Save me, no. It's starting to rain. I can't believe I'm actually running. My knee doesn't feel that bad. That's about as fast as I can run. It's a big bird. It's big. I want to just see it on camera. This is turning into a game now. I hear it over in here. Look like it had a decent wingspan. You'd think if they were like trying to kill my chickens, they'd be a little more conspicuous, you know? Wouldn't go over there and scream at the top of their lungs and let everyone know they're coming. It must just be like a mating ritual. I'd like to see this bird. It was big. I hear where it's coming from, right over here. We play some bets as to what type it is. I'm right under it. I just can't see it. I suck at bird watching. Oh, there it goes. There we go. There we go. It's over my house. Yeah, it was a big hawk. Very decent sized bird. Well, that was fun. I just wanted to see it. They make enough noise. Everything's fine, everyone. They're hiding underneath my truck. Did you guys even get to see it on the camera? They're not stupid. Peat moss. You know, I should go out and weed in the grove. I can't film that, but I'll probably put the camera down at some point. Let's take a look at this buruba. It's got ants all over it. I don't really care about killing the ants. It's fruited very well with ants on it before. Just looking for that one fruit that's starting to swell. Got a nice crop of flowers. Maybe the ants help pollinate it, you know? Outbreak of mealybugs and ants. Look at that. You can take the hose and hose them off, and you can give them hell that way, but look at that. Bad infestation. We're gonna do some scientific experimenting. Could probably knock them back with some oil of some sort, like a horticultural oil would probably help knock them back. Just gonna kind of see how it does. Wow, it's getting it real bad. Look at that, all over. I usually don't treat a tree like this, but I might actually treat it. The ants are loving that tree, so I gotta probably treat it something. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it. Something organic, you know. Probably just, I bet you Dawn and vegetable oil would work in a pump sprayer. It'll help if you did it every other day, religiously. Had the mix just right. It'll make a difference. That's work, and I'm not thinking about doing that shit, you know? If I had never tasted the fruit before and I was worried about it, I would do that, but these air layers are looking real good. Yeah, rubbing alcohol. I'm always scared to put that on the tree. I planted these, what is this? A PDM I planted in the ground. It doesn't look so happy. It almost looks like I may have over fertilized it. I see some of the new growth kind of burnt looking. It looks very unhappy since I planted it. So we'll see. Maybe sometimes it's just a matter of it getting situated. So we'll see. Could have been too wet for it. No, it doesn't like the wet, maybe. There's a grafted anomaly right next to it. It looks gorgeous. I think sometimes when they just recently get planted, it takes a while for them to get situated. And it doesn't look horrible, but the new growth is a little bit alarming. Color should be a deep, like a wine red. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it. I got other ones. This anomaly looks real good. I hate mealybugs. I love them. I like to spend time with mealybugs. So I keep them around. I don't kill them or nothing, because I'll just go out there and sit next to them. I think I don't usually talk about stuff like this, but I guess I shouldn't even talk about it. Fuck it, don't matter. So, all right, someone got all triggered by me talking like an effeminate gay male, which, I mean, it's just another voice that I like to do. I do all sorts of voices, and I don't think that everyone gay sounds like that, but maybe the guy I got my house from did sound like that to me, and it wasn't a bad thing. I thought he was cool. Hey, I said, hey. Anyway, I gotta go over there, turn off the water. As soon as someone says you better watch it, don't do this or don't do that, or I always tend to want to do it more. Look at this one. He's sticking to it. Hold on, is he there by choice or is he stuck? Looked like it was stuck there on the goo. Yeah, it was stuck in the goo. It's trying to get it off. Good luck to you, man. Go back with your people over here, and then hopefully a lizard don't take you out. But you're going to get that goo off. I believe in you. You're going to get that goo. You're going to get it off. Believe. Work hard. Stay in school. Eat your Garcinia fruits. Get with it, bro. Broette. Get out of here. Oh, look. It blew it off and it stuck to the tree. It's a lie. That's an imbe fruit. It's been pecked at by something. Let's taste it. Let me wipe that off a little bit. The skin is thin and edible. The inside, it's got a thin layer of pulp. It's sour and a little bit sweet. Tastes like a mango, but sour. And then I could have skin, but I didn't eat the skin. And then I got 2 little seeds. It tastes really good. There's just there wasn't a lot of meat to it. It was a little runt fruit, but it's pretty cool because people say they don't fruit by themselves, but I'm here to prove the textbook's wrong. I gotta go turn this water off. We might lose connectivity, we might not. I hear a fan trying to come apart, and it hasn't come apart yet. We might just have to let it play its course. I hear it. Let's listen. I'm gonna have to turn it off and take a look at it. It just doesn't sound good. A few minor adjustments may save us. That's gotta be a danger. I think that fan's retired. But without the guard on, a bird could fly in and get decapitated. These are the cuttings I just did, and they've become way too wet. Those are gonna fail. This is just probably a bad time of year to try to run some of these things inside the house, the greenhouse. It's fine. The tree needed to be pruned anyway. But I think those are gonna be kept too wet. They're probably gonna fail. Let's see what happens if I turn that fan back on. It's running really well. Cool. I'm gonna have to get rid of that fan. Anyway. Probably gonna come in this other greenhouse and check on it. All this needs to be cleaned out. Kind of past the point of spring cleaning. Not too bad in here. Some of the trees look really good in the ground. These grimmels and the pots have got to come out of here. See some stuff drying out on the table. Yeah, not too bad. Oh shit, yeah, some are drying out. Some of these seedlings coming up got a little dry, but we're gonna throw this water on. Hope for the best. They're still good, but they're gonna need some water. Some of these bullshit seedlings got a little dry. Let's take a look at that. Show you who the strongest are. I've actually just got to probably pull this tray. Yeah, this one right here got dry. I could let it get watered. These are the pitangas, and they just got a little too dry. But look at the grimmels right next to it. They didn't lose their leaves to the same amount of drought and heat. That's just something kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Not too bad at all. Look at that. Grimmel versus pitangas. And the pitangos will come right back. They're just shedding their leaves, you know. They're not dead, but they definitely got a little stress. And then further down the line, let's see what else we got. Just some random red jabuticabas. Those got water. These are Calycina, and they did pretty well through the drought. These little tiny guys did real well through the drought. The, what do you call them? Eugenia ligostrinas did real well through the drought. I just let some stuff get a little dry. Some reds that got a little dried out. Nothing crazy though. I'm actually pretty pleased with the way everything turned out. We're gonna let that water run for a while, let those rehydrate. Not much, man. We're out here. Got to go through, pull some trees. These have got to go into bigger pots. This is the ligostrinas. They've handled a lot of abuse. I'm proud of these trees. This is your lemon drop mangosteen, a grafted tree, still holding fruit. Wow, I got a ton of fertilizer at the base of the tree. Ants got on it. I'm gonna take some of these. Little fruit here. Fruit's looking good, even though it's anted up. Got the sooty mold on it. The red jabuticabas are fruiting again. I didn't realize that. The ones in the greenhouse have a nice batch of flowers and a little bit of fruit at the base. Working on a nice infestation of ants too on it. Nice crop of fruit on this red here. I didn't notice there's even fruit on it at all. A little bit of fruit at the base. Not quite enough really to sell any, but it's nice to see that they're fruiting. Was hoping one of these Coronata Hestingas would go ahead and flower. It's about time. But them being in the greenhouse, it could be a little too hot for them, and they won't do it. Escarlet's got some fruit on it, not a whole bunch, just a few hiding out there underneath. Probably should go ahead and pick those because I'm just gonna sell the seeds on them, and I just pick them when they get some color. Little runts. I just want them for the seeds. This is another grafted lemon drop mangosteen. This is a seedling yellow jabuticaba, which actually probably going to end up selling this tree at some point. I would take about $300 for it. I just kind of need to get it gone. It was supposed to be a giant fruited variety, but I think it's just it's nothing giant about it. It's just a regular yellow jabuticaba, but I think I'd sell it for about $300 at this point. It's a beautiful tree. Ooh, that's not good. So, we got a dangerous fan in the back here. It's running nice. Air layers here and there. Looking good. I'm not gonna touch them, but this is the Himalayan red, and it'd be nice if we can get some of those sold. They grow pretty well as air layers. It's the white mulberry, the long white one, air layers on it. Persimmon. South Florida persimmon. Ton of fruit on it. There's some mulberries I planted out here. It's like I'm missing one. Like someone may have ran it over with the lawnmower. There used to be one right there, yeah. Someone ran it over with a lawnmower. Yeah, that must have been a mistake there. Someone clipped me for a tree. Casualty of war. Looks like it could come back from the root, but that's what happens when you're too lazy to mow your own lawn and you have someone else do it for you. It's just a bullshit tree. I don't really much care, but it pisses me off because I've been trying to get those established out there, and it's like I just can't fucking do it. I gotta clean these trees up, the weeds, the base of these over here. Starting to get color on these persimmons pretty early. Oh, something getting into them. Starting to split. Too much water. See that? Like it's getting split. I bet you this weather's probably not the best. Too hot for these persimmons, I bet. But look at the crop. This is the most I've ever seen on this tree. And I'm gonna have to sell them this year. I'm gonna have everything lined up. If the fruit is decent quality and hurricanes don't rip it off, I'm gonna have damn near 100 pounds of persimmon, freaking free range organic. I didn't put anything on this shit. No GMOs, no phosphates or whatever, glyphosates. Maybe I could ship them. I got to find out a good price on shipping them. I'll just start shipping them. This is that Vente Cojo banana, and it's just not a good one for my area. I don't know, maybe it grows better for you. I might get stung by a wasp. It's been nothing but that banana's stupid. Tastes like a potato. Steroid free, bro. This is that Elaeagnus. This is the grafted red mulberry that I did this season. That's one season. There's two grafts. One stayed real small. That one. And I guess this one was on a much bigger rootstock there. So you see the difference. Getting some height. I'm glad to have another one of these because they grow real slow and I've only got one. And it's a really good fruit, so I'm gonna try to make more of those for my property. Slowly make more. This is a Nona. That's supposed to be a good pond apple selection for using as a rootstock, but I really just put it out here just to see how long it takes to die or live or whatever it's gonna do. Inga by the waterside. Another one of these pond apple type of deals. Doing pretty good actually. Inga, I've cut this Inga back many times. And it's a bad place for me to have planted it by a power line. I didn't think about that when I did it. So I'm gonna cut it back again. And I don't even care about it fruiting. I wanna have it just to keep cutting it back all the time. You know, chop and drop, eh? We pulled the weeds on these Pitanga tubas. It was flooded out here. They're making a comeback slowly. My black sapote looks real good, actually. This is a seedling black sapote. I never really do anything for it. It just kind of lives out here. It was supposed to be called goose egg. I got it as seeds from Australia. So I'm happy to have it. It's real easy to grow. That's Garcinia dulcis, they say. What am I supposed to shout out to? Do what? Who give me a shout out, dog? I'm gonna send a shout out to the dude that I forgot to shout out. Woo! We sent it out. There you go. I just wasn't reading the comments, dog. But I'm sending you that shout out to all your people, dog. That's real. Sending a shout out, dog. Another black sapote. It's supposed to be called flying saucer. This really hasn't done nothing but been a flying piece of shit. These are the, ooh, look here. Look here. They're picking them a little early, but when you're up against critters, buddy, just go ahead. Just go ahead and get them. Do not play game. You must pick them now, or you will be taken for everything that you have, my friend. You must go ahead and pick now. This is an unusual time for me to have such a fruit, my friend. Look into the eye of this one. Wow, big, big, big. It's a good size. Good. I need to use my shirt for this, huh? This is gonna be good. Yes, there we go. Yeah, I do. I work at a 7-Eleven, my friend. It's good. It's good. Look, there's even some type of wild pubic hair in there, my friend. It comes with a pubic. What is it? Oh, thanks for the shout out. Some flowers on the Cambuca way down below. I can't get it to focus. I think those are the only flowers on the whole tree too. It's grafted. It's flowered before, but this time it said, Clark, I'll be surprised if he gets those to take. I won't want to sell them. I want to keep them. This tree needs a lot of fertilizer, this achacharu. I think that's why it won't fruit. So I've been feeding it, but just not enough. Cambuca. Grafted Gremel, which should fruit any day, but it's not fruited. We've actually got enough fruit to take a cool picture, I think. I've got some nice lemon drop mangosteens. I had some jabuticabas, patombas. I could have done a picture to advertise for my business, but I stopped. I wasn't thinking clearly. Chickens are digging at the bottom of this Eugenia longipedalunca, whatever the hell it's called. Clark did some air layers on this rare, it's not really rare, it's just hard to find trees of Parkia globosa. Crisis actor Clark is inside. He's reviewing his lines for the next crisis that we have to act out. He's filling in for the crisis acting chicken, who has since gotten a job with CrowdStrike, whatever it's called. Oh, there's your falsa. That berry, the Indian berry. Weeds got to be pulled in here in this green, this here. Yeah. Nice Fatanga tubas. This is the color that this one gets. What the hell is that, a squirrel? Get out of there, you fucker. There's a squirrel in there, straight up. Anyway, that's the color of this Fatanga tuba. It doesn't really get orange. It stays like a yellow. Had a real nice pineapple flavor. You know what that one tastes like? It tastes like a fruit roll-up to me, but it was wet. It's good. This is an Annona seedling I planted out. And I imagine it'll die because it gets too wet, but I put it out there just as an experiment. I'm trying to break a zit. I got a zit on my back. It's killing me. Some more air layers that Clark did. There's my little air layer. No, it's probably just a seedling of a reticulata or Adamoya. This is these Eugenia itaguahiensis. I need to pull the weeds on these. I think I did pull the weeds. They need fertilizer. I bought a bunch of fertilizer, and now it's like the last really time to put it down. I think that's going to be good. So I'll put that down. Some flowers on your ESALQ. That's kind of cool. Look at how they stand off like that. It takes a beating. It takes the heat real well. It's real hot. Oh, nice. This Trunciflora kind of hybrid red thing is getting some fruit again. Looks like it's got a nice size to it. Not nice size, but bigger than the tiny little runts they were before. This is that Sapucaia. Flowers, but not a ton of fruit. I see one little guy there. I'm gonna have to protect this from the chickens. Everything's so bright you can't see shit. Something on my back driving me crazy. I gotta go inside and put some ointment on my back. I got like a bump on it. A bite. Oh, there you go. Eugenia Patricii. I don't think they're gonna get any bigger though. They've been these little runt things that don't fill out. So maybe it'll take some years. It's got scale on it too, it looks like. I got a grafted Imbe over here hiding out. It's grafted Luke's Garcinia on Imbe rootstock. Oh, crazy kind of, look at the roots. It's another ESALQ that's starting to flower. It was starting to flower. I guess it changed its mind. Yeah, I thought it had them on there, but maybe not. Vitrantha branca seedling. The other one has bigger leaves than this, but they're both from the same batch. Looks a real pretty tree though. Ah, fuck, I hit my head on the tree. I hit my head on that tree back in it. Yeah. We picked some fruit. I feel like we got some shit done together, guys. I feel like we've really bonded. There's that one tree. That fig tree is planted inside the stump of a dead tree. Looks like it's got some figs coming. That's working out. That could be the new rage, man. Nematode resistant, bro. Cut it back. Just cut your mulberry back into fruit again, probably. That's my advice to you. We're waiting on this PDM to leaf out. Just thinking about it. See a little bit coming out. I'll say PDM is fickle. As far as grafting goes, it's like the seedlings in the pot did really well. I planted it out thinking they would do as well as they did in the pot. And it's like they're going through a shock period. But there's one planted in the ground. It just doesn't look as good as this right here. See how nice that one looks? My ones in the pots, look at the color. Gorgeous. I'm definitely glad I kept some in pots. But you see that new growth color? That's healthy. The one on the ground is pale and doesn't look right. But these are the ones, I'm glad I only planted one because I got 3 that are beautiful in pots. So anyway, these trees are getting real good sunlight over here. These ones I planted, the little Ed's hybrid, named after my dog, man's best friend, baby. Grimwell red hybrid. It makes a nice fruit. It's grafted there. A nice little spot right there. And then another. This is this bullshit cucumber type of weed. It makes like a red fruit. What do you call it again? The inside of it is red. I got one, it was good. I ate it like a cucumber. And now it doesn't have anything else. Anyway. Chickens hang out over there where it's cool and safe. I'm gonna grab some miracle fruit for this picture I'm gonna take. This is taller than my roof. I don't know. You gotta ask Toppy. I'm not his secretary. I don't know, dog. Tell me what's up. I heard he's retired now. I'm counting on y'all to give me my updates on Toppy, man. Tell me what's up, man. I've been working so hard, I don't keep up no more. Girl, put your record on. Tell me. What? You gotta put these on the cutting board. Get a picture. So, did everyone find out what's going on with Buddy Boy? Is he okay? 3.5. It's a 3.5 acres, man. It's just perfect for my needs. Just perfect. Yeah, I agree. Whoever said too big, too much work, they got a point there. It doesn't look good when there's water everywhere for your picture. It adds a glare that shouldn't be there. But it's kind of just pretty to see this all together. I'm trying to arrange some fruits here. You know. But I'm going to probably go try to pick more and get a picture for Instagram later. And it won't be on this cutting board. Oh. Some patombas and some miracle fruit. And I don't remember getting patombas this time of year in the past. I don't remember that. Hey, maybe it happens and I just didn't realize. Oh shit, I left a steak out. I gotta cook that later. Yeah, Jordan, yeah, you know it, buddy. There's some trees. Eugenia piriformis, crossed with lutescens, Eugenia piriformis. As soon as I put them in the ground, they went downhill. Plinia nana, chirapu, I didn't have good luck with. I take about 1 shower a day. I'll take one at the end of the day usually. Just one. Not usually two. Sometimes two if I get fertilizer on me. It smells like shit. You just sweat, you stink for a little while, but like, you know, if you're going out on a date, you're gonna have to clean your fingernails. You're gonna have to take a shower. So it's about one time a day. But sometimes two. Yeah, that's right. It didn't like my little wet area, and it's too big of a tree to put in a pot forever for me. So those peppers that I was growing, it's a good pepper. Not too hot at all, but it tastes like it's gonna be really hot. It's from the Caribbean or Cuba. Cachucha. Cachacu something. Cachucha. That's what they called it, I think. That's the closest thing I've seen. Called it cachucha. It's got some other name for it, like dulce blah. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it either. When I get older. It's not that bad. You just go outside and do a little bit at a time. I didn't really work too hard. I just walking around, really. The heat is what keeps you inside. The heat is each year is a worse on your body. I go skateboard for an hour. I could still do that, man. And I got injuries. Yeah, that's what I do regret, is having injured myself skating, and now every step of the way for the rest of my life it hurts. There's things you'll do that will affect the rest of your life when you're younger and you don't think about. But it's better than brain damage or my back or my neck. I'll take the knee. Yeah, dog, it ain't worth it. Yeah, you just keep going. You try not to stress. Reduce stress levels. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself. You know the whole deal. Yeah. Back in the 80s, nice. BMX, man, I used to do it in the 80s too, but not for professional, just for seeing, it was popular, man. Remember E.T., the movie? That was like a BMX commercial, dude. After seeing E.T., I was like, yo, I've got to do that tabletop trick where you take the bike and go, woo! But then as soon as you're on the pedals and they go into your shin, here's your shin, and you step on the one, and it goes, wah! Do that one fucking time, and you're done, dude. I'll never let that happen to me. Skateboarding is rough, and it's different than surfing because of the impact and all that. But then, bike is like a car wreck, dude. You could get like impaled by the handlebars. It's metal with spikes and shit to rip holes and break your bones, like fracture your shin. Fucking impale yourself. Not for me, dude. Somehow get like the bike seat up your ass or something. Nah, man. I don't want to do it. It's danger. I'm sorry to hear about that, but 93 is a good life. I think that's how long my great grandpa lived, was like 93. I got crunched on my BMX, pegging to this shit on a tail whip. Fuck that, dude. One time I was skateboarding and I was trying like a nollie kickflip off a curb, and I went, to pop it, and it went and balanced on my nuts. It was like, and it pinched my nuts. And my friends started laughing at me, and I was like, I'll kill you. I ran after him with my board like I was gonna hit him just to scare him. Yeah, it was back when I was only like 14 years old and I wasn't tall enough and the board was so long. I could still do it now, but man, it was bad. I got it so bad, dude. To the balls. It still can happen even to this day because you're going down and you land and it's just long enough to check you, boy. And one time I was trying a trick and the board popped up and hit me in the face and it left the line on my face. Like I had a line from the deck on my face from it going, pah, hit me in the face. That could have been a lot worse, hit me in the mouth. But that's a real threat. Is you're doing a trick, you're looking down, you go to land, and you land wrong, and it goes whoosh, right up to your face. I got some bad shinners skateboarding. I can still hit my shins like really hard, you know, like take them and be like. I used to freak out my cousin or my nephew. I'd be like, that's from skateboarding. I used to do that all the time to freak them out. I'd be like, I'm doing it to me. Let me do it to you now. Come on, let me hit your shins. I would do it just a little bit, like hit his shins. Yo, all right. Lately I've been into like women's sports because of the Olympics. And I seen this shit, what's it called? Regu or something? What's it called? Where they like jump around and kick the ball. It's called women's Regu or some shit. What's it called? That shit made me have anxiety, man. That shit made me anxious watching. I was like, you can't do that with your feet. You got to use your hands. And they were kicking and jumping, and I like that sport. It's pretty insane what they were able to pull off. It was like the most craziest combinations and passing it off. What's it called, guys? Does anybody know the name of that sport? Where they kick? It's like volleyball with your feet only. It was Thailand versus Vietnam, women's. Had like 5 million views. It was one of the craziest sporting events I'd seen in a while, dude. It's like volleyball with your feet. It's sick. There's a video on YouTube. It's got 5 million views. What's it called? Anyway. It's called like Regu or something, or Tegu, Regu. I can look it up at Reiku, I think, maybe. Something. You don't know what that's called? I don't really care about the Olympics either, but I just want to see people that are athletes doing shit. You know, it's really just people watching, and then also amazing feats, and then being like, dang, I'm old, man. I never could have. You know, it makes you feel old watching all these kids. Be like, dang, I remember being a kid. You don't know what that sport's called? It's volleyball with your feet. You don't know that one? I'm gonna have to go look it up. Someone type in Raiku. I think that's what it's called. Reiku or something. Something. Raiku. Volleyball with your feet. Foot volleyball. They do, every kick is like a Pele bicycle kick. Doing backflip kicks, and then one chick is kicking it, and then they jump up with their back and block it with their back. And they have to serve with the feet. And like they all have, there's 3 girls on the team, and they have like a handshake, but like, Rocky, there it is, Reiki, man. Look at the women's, the Vietnam versus Thailand, Reiki, women's. That sport, I never felt like having like a panic attack watching it. It made me really anxious. It was like it reminded me of like You know those bouncy balls, the high tension, when you throw it on the ground, it goes ba 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 ba, and it just goes everywhere? That's what it reminded me of. They run across the water. That sounds cool. I think I've seen a video on that. There's like a whole sequence of logs and shit. It's like a dock there they have to balance on or something. Anyway, look at that Reiku women's. And it's not like I'm looking at the chicks to size up the chicks because they're like super, you know, it's not like I'm looking at them in that way. They're just incredible what they're able to pull off, the precision, and to be able to put the ball where they put it. Big stick. Anyway. Today is what? Thursday. It feels like a Saturday. Feels like a dang Saturday. Yeah, they kicking upside down, man. And they put it all the way in the corner of the court, like, and then they'll kick it and they can tell it's far, and the chick will be like, just let it go past and be like, ha ha ha. And then they, what else did they do? It was interesting to see their body language when they would miss a shot. They would sulk and be like, you know, it's funny to see. You don't have to have words to see the emotions of people. Sports is such high emotion going on. And then all the coaches are like men that I guess used to play, and their daughters are in there, and they're like looking over there, like looking at them, like trying to coach them, and they're pissed. It's like a war. It's crazy, man. And it's interesting because the referee speaks in English, and it's like, I guess that's a universal language, and Thai is different than Vietnamese, so they all agree upon English. We're gonna come out with a new language, man. It's gonna be the new universal language, dude. And people are gonna speak it instead of English, bro. Coming up with it right now, dude. Sorry. Oh, I gotta do a commercial really quick. There's a product placement in this video. Now, this has got a little bit of sugar in it, but I found this is good. It's uncured bacon jerky, natural smoke flavor added. Ingredients: uncured bacon, no nitrates or nitrates added except for those occurring in blah blah blah. So it doesn't have a lot of doesn't have nitrates or anything like that. But look at it, it comes out like it's like bacon. And it's sweet. It's good. I can't eat too much of it though. It's addicting. But it would go really good on a sandwich or on a salad. You just eat it like that. What up, William? Big Willie. I like that. I could eat that. What up, PJ? I was eating this. Uncured bacon jerky. It's salty and sweet. Gives me the wins, yeah. I hear that. They had a special on it, and I bought a bunch of bags. I bought 6 bags of it. It was like 27 bucks shipped. That's how much I like it. And I'm gonna give one to my brother, and probably to someone else. I might give a couple away. I don't think it stays that well that long. I don't think it stays good that long. It says it's best by 2020, 2022. You mean for your meal prep for the day? It's from Pistol Pete's. Pistol Pete's. What's their website? They should have their damn website. PistolPetesJerky.com. Maybe you can see it. PistolPetesJerky.com. I like it. I eat that. It's salty, it's sweet, and it's not really crispy. It's got a crisp crunch a little bit to it. It's not totally soggy. Yeah, it was. They have sometimes a special where you can get buy one get one free, and I think that's what they had going on. So I went crazy and I bought many of them, 6 of them for $27.99, I believe. That's what I think. So I conditioned my hair last night and combed it. Got my hair combed. How you gonna tell if someone's wearing a mask if they go out like that, dog? I'm trying to be like Slash from remember November Rain? Do 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 do. The problem with me going vegan is I feel like plants are just as much of an animal as an animal. I think that's disrespectful to go and say this animal is worth more than that animal. And this plant is not an animal because it doesn't have eyeballs and a brain and fur. I disagree. I feel bad for all these plants. They've taken them captive and they make them slave, bro. And then when you put out when you grow all the crops, you're displacing all the wildlife. There's no way to win. You got to just eat stuff. But then you try not to. It sucks when animals are not humanely treated. That's bad. But in order for us to have low cost meat, they treat the animals like shit. It's catch-22. There's no way to win. I just don't see any difference between a mosquito and a killer whale. I just want to eat them both. I want a damn mosquito killer whale sandwich with a leech mayonnaise. And then some truffles and some horseradish and a little bit of bacon on the wilted lettuce, you know? I would literally eat any animal if it was legal and we weren't going to eat the last one. I'll taste it, man. I taste it. I like to eat everything, but there's certain stuff I just don't like to eat because of the flavor, and I'll never get past it. Like fish eggs is disgusting. Fish eggs are disgusting. I was born right here in Florida. Whale blubber sandwich. I would taste it, but I'm not out there seeking them out. I just feel like people place more. How do you place more value on the life of how do you categorize the value of animal life? Like cheetahs are worth more than a deer, or a pigeon is worth more than a rat, and the flea is worth less than a butterfly. How do you make that call? You know what I mean? I don't get that. To me, it's all the same. Everything's the same. Put them in a fucking blender. I hate them all the same. I love them all the same. But I don't want to eat a dog, huh? But I mean, there's a time and a place to eat some dogs, all right? If you got to do what you got to do. Those are those other dogs. They weren't living right. They got on the streets. They become food. I don't know how it works. I don't have any. I guess I don't have a problem with people eating dog, and some people do. I don't care. Those are those dogs that get eaten. It sucks, but I don't know. We gotta eat. Dog would eat me, wouldn't it? It's a dog eat dog world. I would definitely eat a bat, but it just has to have some garlic and be cooked real crispy by a fire. I'm not scared to eat no bat. I want the wing, like that wing, like a wing bacon. You know that wing, the part in the wing right here is when you cook it, it's crunchy. It's probably delicious. Just don't eat them raw. You gotta cook it, man. Nah, it needs garlic. Iguana. Yeah. Basil. I'll eat basil. Bushmeat. Yeah. I want to eat a bat. That's one that I feel bad because he's like a little person. He's like, they're like a human. They're like, they've got like, just look at, yeah, I would eat it though. I don't think I would do that thing with they put the monkey on the table and then they go, bah, 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 hit its head and then eat the brains out. That's fucked up, man. I want to give the monkey the AK and cut. That would be a great thing where the monkey underneath has like an AK under the table and he's like, that would be a good one. Who saw the Faces of Death? You saw that? Oh, dude, let me tell you, that ruined my life. That fucked me up so bad, bro. Why have I seen that? Yeah, whoever said that, bro, don't watch that, man. Stay away. It was the worst experience it's ever had. So, forget that, bro, man. Forget it. I saw that when I was 12 years old or 13 years old, bro. Yeah. And all I wanted to do was stay alive that day. I was like, holy shit, I just saw like 20 people die, bro. And then I was like, I'm just going to stay inside for like a week, dude. Like, everyone's going to fucking, I'm so thankful. The only thing I had was being so thankful for being alive. And then also being like, this Hollywood shit, this ain't how it goes down, bro. I've seen these motherfuckers die, bro. It's not fun. It made me not want to see any more violence, any more. Some of them were fake. Interesting. I believe that, yeah. Dude, I saw some ritual on one of them where there's an African ritual and the guy there, people stabbing him with shit and then they reach out and cut his Jimmy off in front of everyone. What the fuck? Who is out there putting this shit? Why did I see that? How did that end up in the fucking my life, bro? I'm pissed. That's what happens when you have VHS. Yeah, dog, forget that shit, dude. Never again. I hate that shit, bro. I don't like it. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's not interesting. It's not funny. It's not fun. I want nothing to do with it. I hate it. I don't usually say I hate stuff, but I have a hatred for that. I literally hate it. Hatred. But then, with that said, there'll be some videos like on the news where they put it out, and it's like Faces of Death on the news. And I'm like, sometimes I'll hear of like the way someone passed, and I'm like, well, shit, I gotta see this to take notes on how not to get killed. You know what I mean? So I do watch videos on people getting killed, but it's more like I do crime scene detective work where I try to figure stuff out and try to like, the first time I see it, maybe like, okay, this is gonna happen. And then I'm doing like crime analysis. Yeah, Two Girls in a Cup was really popular, man. People were just sending that to each other, like a viral link. And I was like, why? How did I make? Who in my fucking circle put me on this shit? And now why? And like, why did they do that? It was like a government fucking psyop where they're like, let's see how many people are going to share this video of people sucking shit like a dick. They're like, oh, look. Looks like your buddy sent it to you. Now, who you gonna send it to? I was like, yo, I never sent that to anybody. I just received it, and I was pissed. I was like, who's the one that said, oh, someone sent it to me, let me send it to you? Pissed me off, man. That pissed me off. That's crazy. Ugh, look at Joe Rogan website, disgusting. I don't like all that self-degradation shit. Steve-O does a stunt, and he's kissing someone's penis as the stunt. That's not a stunt, man. People do that for fun, for free, all the time. You know what I mean? That if people want to be mad at people for being against the LGBTQ community, I would be mad at people trying to make a stunt out of my lifestyle, or like, you know, not my lifestyle, but like whatever, like trying to make a stunt out of that was not funny to me. But hey, people like it, whatever, it's funny, it sells. It's what, you know, it's like Live Leak. No, I remember Live Leak was heavily censored. Yeah, I have nothing against any of that, but it's to make a stunt out of it. It's like, yo, we want to see you do a stunt. We don't want to see you just touch another man's thing. That wasn't a stunt. That was just, that's not a stunt. People do that for fun. And now you're going to make it into a stunt? It's who could be more stupid or gross. Well, then that's messed up, because there ain't nothing wrong with kissing another guy's willy. Why you don't try to make a stunt out of it, buddy? That's how I would feel if I was. I'd be like, why are you trying to make me into a clown for, you know? Think of all that, you know? I don't know. These flies are driving me crazy. They keep coming out. I don't know where they're coming from. I've been like killing flies the whole time. I'm gonna go get this thing. I gotcha. Yeah, I've made it a point. I don't want to see that new Jackass Forever movie. I won't do it. I mean, of course I'm not going to the theater, but I don't want to like. I don't want to see it, man. Oh, let me show you what else I got. My last product advertisement. If you have any scalp issues, it's very hard to afford this. You're not going to be able to afford it all the time. This is the stuff right here. It's better than your pine tar soap. Better than Head and Shoulders. If you have dandruff and any of that itchy scalp shit, this is the stuff. But it's expensive, and it doesn't, it's gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to use it all the time. I can only afford it once. You know, I can only afford 4 bottles a year, maybe. It's like a $30 bottle, but my hair is so much. You got to just work it into the roots on your scalp only, and then use another conditioner with it. But it has no odor. It smells like, it's really good. This is the stuff, man. That's it. I feel bad like wasting it. A little bit came out. I just like go ahead and rub it on there and just leave it on there. This is the best stuff though. It is good. But my scalp sometimes will be messing with me, dog. I got all this hair, man. But this stuff's so good, man. Alright, I'm killing these flies. So, I think we talked about it all. I do give all those guys respect though for having the like, you know, putting the stuff out on VHS and making a good career out of being stuntmen. I give them a lot of respect. I give them respect for that. Whatever. Mosquito bites, I just deal with it. I think it's because I'm a man. I don't have much. The colloidal silver feels good on a mosquito bite. It helps the itching. I use that for bug bites, but it's probably not. I don't know. My mom would always put Metaquick on me, my bug bites when I was a kid. Metaquick. What are blown up huge right now? Oh, eBay. Oh, the mosquitoes. eBay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put something on there tonight. Yes, I'm gonna try to put something on there tonight. Something cool. I will. I don't know what, but I'm gonna find something. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna put it on. I've got like a ruby honey, one left, a grafted ruby honey. I may throw that on. I got a grafted PDM. I don't know if it's ready yet, but I have one of those I could maybe throw on there. There's just some like onesie twosies. The last that I have and I'll throw maybe those on there. I got grafted reds that look good. I think I'm damn near out of the grafted Garcinias. I don't have a lot of those. I got a grafted variegated. I got whatever. I stopped caring about the politics as much and all that. And like, I've become religious, but not in the conventional sense where, I don't feel like I'm the best example for other people. And I don't like go out there and try to like push my views on other people. I just keep to myself and try not to hate other people, because a lot of times I get caught up in just being resentful towards other people, and I try to turn that around and just stop it. And that's my main thing in life, is really just to try to reduce stress. I don't know how to describe it, man. I just keep it to myself a lot lately. There's a power in just don't talk about it, and then try not to hate on your fellow man. But at the same time, man, you got to remember, this has always been my thing. I'm not gonna hold back on like making a funny voice or talking like this guy or that guy. I don't care what your color is. I don't care what your orientation is. I'm gonna try to imitate someone or talk like someone because they sound a certain way to me, and there's no way to stop that. I don't care. And I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but I like to sound like and talk like, and just, it's that thing I've always liked to do to get it out of my system. And I do silly voices, and I don't think we're ever going to be able to change that. Maybe. There's maybe some kind of pill we can start taking for that. We'll just take that center of your brain and just reduce it down into a pile of mush, and then all your electrodes just start going inside out. You start to just calm down. I hate pills. Let me tell you right now, I hate pills. I take Advil sometimes, but that's about it. I really don't. But I guess there's people out there that have to have their drugs. Personally, if I can avoid it, I'm trying. I like to avoid taking medicines that are prescribed of any sort. Antibiotics, I understand you got to take them, but I'd like to try to avoid these things. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take it, and I will. I'll take it. I'm not scared. I trust it. I get it, but you know what I mean. You can avoid it. That's fine. Anyway. Yeah. You're good people too, y'all. Yeah, this is a lifestyle. You could just keep growing plants for a long time. And then if they die, you just replace them. And then just keep growing. Yeah, you just keep growing, man. And then always keep an eye out for that. You keep planting seeds, man. Bunch of seeds, man. Keep sharing them, man. Even if you don't have a business, you could just plant them and like give them to people here and there, man. Just a couple, man. But then eventually you'll get something variegated or something cool. It's just a numbers game. And then the more people you collect from and the more seeds you plant, it's the more scratch-off tickets you've bought. You just got to keep scratching off. Shit, did I leave the water on in the greenhouse? I did. I got to walk over there and turn it off. But I really wanted to soak those seedlings. They were getting dried out. It's going to be interesting to see what they look like when we get over there, buddy. I let them dry out. I've got some privet stoppers. I might put them on my website for like $20. Buy it now. Maybe even $15. I probably do that. Just get a bunch of them sold. They're ready to ship. They're like an inch tall, maybe, but they're rooted. Something like that. I gotta sell a bunch of those, so we'll probably put a listing up for the Eugenia Ligostrina. And then miracle fruit seeds. It's like I don't even really want to sell them. I'd like to have some kind of fresh fruit I could sell with the miracle fruit, or freeze dry the miracle fruit and sell it freeze dried with the Pitanga tuba. Oh shit, I've got these in my pocket the whole time. Got some stuff I've had in my pocket. There's a few of these Garcinias that got some kind of shit on them. I'll show you what you have to do on a bad year when there's a lot of sooty mold. You gotta take these and wash them. And you can actually take a brand new sponge and scrub them off and get them clean. Like, let me see if I can show you. So this one, you see how dirty it is? It's just that sooty mold. It doesn't hurt the fruit. It's just on the outside there, and you take it and scrub it down. It's a lot nicer when you don't have to do this. But it takes that for a photograph. You can take it. I scrubbed that off. See what I'm saying? This is one with the city mold on it. Like I said, it's not going to hurt you. It's just not pretty. Take my shirt and get this one. It's a little tiny bit of soap and water, but it doesn't even need that. You can spit shine them too. I love spit shine the fruit. That one that I got spit shine there. I'm going to need these for a picture I'm taking though. These are some of these little runt escarlet fruits. Little fruits gave me that many seeds off of scarlet. And then these are some imbe seeds here. I'm trying to hold up, but really like there's only one good one. Everybody tells me to clean my fingernails, but you got to remember, I dig in the dirt for a living, and I don't wear no gloves. So when you see the dirt under my nails, it just means I've been actually working. And I mean, when that's that pay dirt, man, I got to get paid. You ain't getting paid if your fingernails are clean in my house. I don't know about your house, but in this house, dirty fingernails is welcome. Because it ain't dirt, that's peat. That's pay grade peat under there, man. Black gold. Shit, that's really what it says on the package. It says black gold. That's what that is. I've been digging for gold. People don't realize that though. You've heard that all that glitters ain't gold. Well, all that looks like shit ain't feces. That's a black sapote on my mouth right there. That's not a fecal stain. All right, I think at that we're gonna leave it at that. I think I'm done for the day. Yeah, it's good. Me too. Whoever said keeping it culture, yeah, I agree. It's time to close it down. I appreciate you guys. A lot of viewers today. Thank you very much. We went hawk hunting. We picked fruit together. This has been definitely just a bonding experience together, where we just together all the time. It's been good. Feels like a Saturday. I'm gonna go condition my scalp. I swear, it's itchy. Not too bad. It's been worse. Thank you, Abel. I love this one. Thank you, keeping Cajun culture alive. I like that name. Shout out to keeping Cajun culture alive. Thank you, Abel. I feel closer to you, William. Peace, Jordan, Austin, Andrea. Till next time, welcome home. Yeah, thank you for those melons as well. Those were delicious melons. Thanks for the pickles too. Yeah, so William gave me these pickles, man. We're gonna sign off with the pickle eating. He grew the cucumbers and everything. They're spicy, they're sweet. They're pickles. I like pickles a lot. And I just eat them by themselves. Just like that. It's not too salty. I think my dill might be my favorite one. Those are good. Very fresh tasting. Thank you very much to you and your wife, family. I got pickles for days. Yeah, I did enjoy the melons. It was good. Natural Gatorade. Okay, guys, we're gonna come back with a good video one day. A really good one day, man. Look at this really quick before we go to the imbe seed. You can peel the seed coat off and get right down to the embryo. I got your wife laughing good. So I got a paper on the seed that you can peel off. I don't know if that's good or bad for it, but you ever eaten the paper? Probably medicinal. That's my Bam Margera Steve-O stunt for today. He's eating Garcinia seed coats, bro. Bam! It really didn't taste that bad. You could have eaten the seed coat and it probably didn't poison you. And this is like it's a little runt seed, but it does have an embryo in it. That's how I check to see if these are viable, is I cut them open and pull out and look for the green. But see, this one's got a little chunk of green in there. That's a little embryo. So there's 2 seeds there. That sounds good. Those are the 2 imbe seeds. Bro. See, that paper comes right off. And you get to see the embryo. Imbe. Lemon drop. No, shit. Escarlet. Pitanga tuba. And then you got some lemon drops and your patombas and all that. So thank you for watching. And we'll come back with another winner. We're going to have another good one day. Thank you for everything.